in for Hamilton. Garnett comes in for Chase Budinger. And it's Muhammad in for Gary Neal.
Shooting for Denver.
I guess you could say those lengthy travel distances for Minnesota took their toll last year because the Timberwolves managed only 16 road wins a season ago.
Well, guys, Minnesota was close to a 500 team last year at 40-42. But as you said, struggling on the road kept them, Steve, out of the playoffs.
Well, to make the playoffs in the West, I mean, I think you have to go at least 500 on the road. Getting road wins is where Minnesota will have to improve to get back to the postseason.
The Timberwolves have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Another trip to the stripe for him, and I tell you what, a little bit of a different feel here in the second quarter. A little more banging going on.
This team is never afraid to get physical. I think they enjoy this style of play.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Bennett's checked in. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. The Timberwolves have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. And he sinks the second. "17 seconds left in the second quarter. Foy from long range. The rebound by Bennett. And stolen by Lawson. And stolen by Bennett. No good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Timberwolves lead by 10. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. Now the second half about to start up and begin any moment. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
Clay created a lot of opportunities for himself in the first couple of quarters. And I'll tell you what, he was smart with his shot making too. He really took good ones.
You know, points per shot attempted is really one of the undervalued stats in the game, and it's a real measurement of efficient scoring.
And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. Really an incredible game from Kevin Martin.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Levine is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then it's Wiggins. Then there's Budinger. And it's Pekovic in the 5 spot.
Ricky Rubio, even from his days in Spain, has been known for his incredible court vision and playmaking ability. His knack for processing the game, for anticipating what's coming, creating something out of nothing, has been something that set him apart from a lot of guards.
That's his second personal foul.
Terrific defensive play to cut him off and square up.
And he took a shot, excellent toughness to get in there and make a play. I love that kind of work.
Nelson, no luck.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of mobility. You know, sort of surprising he goes for a slam that difficult while they're trailing.
Yeah, but still, you know what? A magnificent move to the rim.
Agreed.
Guys, look, I don't know what the score is. That's the play we're all going to remember from this game.
And Budinger gets it to go.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Minnesota with the ball. Levine passes to Budinger. And it's Denver with the rebound. Farid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, That's what you call early offense.
And the Timberwolves call time.
Well, Danilo Gallinari back in action after missing all of last season. After surgery to repair his meniscus back in 2013. 9 months later, it was decided that he needed an ACL reconstruction as well. So it's been a tough couple of seasons for Gallinari.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Martin's checked in. And then for Minnesota, Garnett comes in for Nikola Pekovic. And Martin subbed in for Levine.
And for Gallinari, pretty mobile for a 6'10" player. But coming back from major knee surgery, that's usually a 1.5-year process. We'll have to see how that impacts his game going forward.
Just 3 to shoot. Budinger kept alive, Minnesota. And the shot is good from Garnett.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Any extra possessions that you can get, either through steals or rebounds, are so critical in this game.
The Gallinari that came into the NBA as a great three-point shooter, that percentage dropped year after year as he became, Steve, more of a slasher.
Yeah, and he might look to rewind and go back to that outside shot more as his knee takes time to get back to 100%.
Wants to get it to Fareed and does. And he lays it straight in. Fareed's got it back down to single digits for Denver. Martin wide open. He fires. And another 3 for Minnesota.
You know, the more these three-pointers continue to drop, the more you can sense the frustration coming from this defense.
No question. No matter what they've thrown at them, they've not been able to take that shot away.
Terrific defense at the rim. They got right in his path.
You know, that's part of what great defenders do. They get not only in your path, but in your head a little bit, too.
Rubio right side. And it's slammed in by Garnett. An indication there of why the scoreboard looks like it does. Very passive defense.
But the finish was anything but passive.
No, he hammered that down, Clark. Superb above the rim action.
And Rubio kicks to Martin. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Rubio's got his 8th assist in the game.
Well, Denver in the post-Melo years has been a collection of good players, but you always have to wonder if they'll have a low ceiling because this team does not have a so-called superstar.
And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Well, Kevin Garnett came into this league straight out of high school, initially a 6'9" small forward, but he continued to grow and been listed at 6'11" for most of his career. For whatever reason, he's never embraced actually being called a 7-footer.
Randy Foye, he's checked in for Barton. Minnesota also making some changes. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Budinger. Shabazz Muhammad comes in for Wiggins. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio.
Well, probably the right play defensively. If you can't get the block, send them to the free throw line. Don't give them an easy 2.
No easy buckets inside. Force free throws and work to keep them out of the lane next time around.
Dane, he's checked in for Kevin Garnett. And Garnett, every bit 7 feet tall. And in his prime, one of the most mobile and agile 7-footers the league has ever seen.
Yeah, and one of the best jump shooting 7-footers from that 15 to 18-foot range as well. Led the league in rebounds per game 4 consecutive seasons from 03 to 07. Looks like one of those guys that was made to play the game.
Martin attacking. Pass to Levine. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Jang. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Timberwolves lead by 15.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Here's Levine. And powered down the jam. Clark, some serious agility coming out of the backcourt.
You know, that bucket might count for a little more than 2 points when he finishes with that kind of flourish.
Yeah, against a D that was already reeling a little bit. That was like a body blow.
That's his 4th foul. I'm sure he recognizes the situation because number 5 would put him in a rough, tough spot.
That free throw missing.
Kevin, it's disheartening to see them keep missing opportunities to extend the lead at the line. I mean, when you have a chance to put a team away from the line, you want to take advantage of that. You don't want to give them a chance to come back on you.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Lawson's checked in.
Well, it's the edge they've had in that area on the glass that's played a big role in this game.
Yeah, they've got some strong guys, Steve. Guys that are strong and well put together, and they've used that strength to their advantage down low.
Good.
I love it when a player like this shakes off a poor first half and comes back strong like he has, showing a lot of confidence in his game.
And Muhammad throws it down.
Boy, he is such a ridiculous dunker.
High riser, no doubt about it.
Well, we've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old to watch.
The shot's good from Lawson.
Well, he's so good at recognizing where the openings are and getting the ball to the rim.
The Pistons continue their journey as they play an interconference matchup on the road. This is 2K Sports bringing you the NBA. I'm Kevin Harlan calling the action with my broadcast partners Steve Kerr and